Hi and welcome. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you came today, probably lower back, upper back. If the back's just not happy, it can be really hard to have a great day. So some gentle stretches, guys, to get the back feeling a little bit happier, a little looser, not quite so much discomfort. So let's get that going. Just taking a second, finding a seated position. If you need to sit up on a block or a bolster, please feel free to do so. Roll those shoulders up and back and just let those shoulders slide down and away. Do that again, noticing if you're holding any tension or tightness in the neck and the shoulders, and see if you can let that go. Let's do that one more time. Take it big. Roll it up, roll it back, and let it go. And we're just going to sit up nice and tall. Checking in. Close your eyes. Turn your palms to face the sky. If you're so inclined, bring your index finger and thumb to gently touch. And we breathe, slow and steady. So these gentle back stretches, we're going to get the whole back, upper, middle, lower. I invite you to be very, very mindful about what's going on with your back. And if it doesn't feel good, don't go there. Modify where you need to. Decrease the intensity as you need. Let your breath just flow. Allowing ourselves to be present right here. What's going on with life? Are you weighed down? Is it heavy? Are you stressed? Have you been sad? Sometimes our emotional heaviness can really impact our physical being. I invite you to travel deeper inside, and I want you to find something that you are grateful for. Whatever it is, something that you're grateful for. With gratitude and a grateful heart, much easier to have a better day and to stay focused on something positive, lightening the load that we carry. Hold on to whatever that is that you're grateful for today. And let's turn the palms to the shins. Just below your knees, take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, gaze to the sky. As you exhale, hollow your tummy and chest, press your spine towards the back, tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, gaze to the sky. Exhale and hollow, seated cat and cow. Let's do one more each direction. Making this our last cat. And we come up to a neutral position, bringing the hands forward. We walk it forward, releasing the weight of the upper body down. Arms are heavy, head is heavy. Just feeling a gentle pull. If you wish, you can use a bolster or a block for the forehead to rest against. You can set a bolster or a blanket in your lap to round over and just stretching out through the spine. Don't need props, but if it helps, always a good thing. Inhale, lift just slightly and walk your hands to the right, reaching through your left fingertips as far as you can reach and relax the weight of your head down. So as we move side to side, front to back, adding twists in, I just really want you to check in, making sure that your back is saying okay. Knees are good, hips are happy. Breath slow and steady. Let's take that left arm up and over, opening the tummy and chest, reaching out to the side. We're up on that right palm, and we're going to give a little push as we lift the left side of the rib cage. That lateral flexion of the spine, space between the vertebra, stretching those intercostal muscles between the ribs. As you exhale, release your tummy and chest back down towards your thigh. Relax that left hand. Let your head be heavy. Really my go-to stretch whenever my back is really, really, really tight. This is absolutely one of, I'm going to say the 3, but we're going to do more than 3 today. But I'll let you know those 3. So if ever you're feeling really tight, they're just great stretches to come back to. Coming back through center. And relax the weight of the upper body down. Hopefully already noticing a little release in that lower back. Go ahead and give a little shimmy with that torso and let yourself settle in. And then we lift just slightly and walk our hands to the left, reaching through the right fingertips, and let your head be heavy. Just that long stretch all the way down that right side. And we take that right arm up and over, and we're up on that left palm, reaching and lengthening, taking our gaze to the sky. That right shoulder is rolled back. Give a little push with that left hand to lift that right side of the rib cage and just feel that great stretch all the way down the right side. From the hip, through the waist, through the rib cage, the shoulder, the arm. As you exhale, releasing the tummy and chest back down towards your thigh. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk those hands back through center. And again, a little shimmy, just letting go of tension and tightness. A little press of the tailbone towards the mat, just creating a little extra space between that lower lumbar region, between each vertebra. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. Turn your palms to face front. And as you exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Oh, squeeze in through that upper and middle back. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. Opening up through the chest. Inhale, reach, space between those shoulder blades. And then exhale, squeeze them together. And reach to the sky and release those hands down by your sides. Rock back to the point where you can switch so the other leg is in front. Just because that changes the dynamics through the hips. It's going to change through that lower back. Inhale, reach to the sky. Pull the hands through heart center and walk it forward. Again, just as long as you wish to make it. You can extend those arms out. You can stack your forearms, supporting. Again, you can use a bolster. You can use a block. Inhale, lift just slightly and walk your hands to the left, reaching through your right fingertips. Relax the weight of your head. So just notice how it feels different on this side. We circle that right arm up and over, opening the tummy and chest. Taking your gaze to the sky, a little push with that left hand, lift the right side of the rib cage. And breathe. Letting go. It's all about improving imbalances, finding space, strengthening, releasing that tummy and chest back down towards your thigh. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk those hands back through center. And we walk it to the right, reaching through those left fingertips. Sweeping that left arm up and over, opening up to the side. Oh my goodness, these just feel so good. Reaching, and then give a little push with that right hand. Lift the left side of the rib cage. As you exhale, releasing the tummy and chest back down towards your thigh. Walking it back to center. Inhale, walking those hands back up nice and tall. Rock it back and extend those legs out nice and long. Flex your feet and just alternate bending knees. Just walk it out. Sitting up nice and tall. If you need a bolster or a blanket underneath your knees, let's extend those legs. Supporting. If those hamstrings are super tight, you might need that underneath. Otherwise, extend those legs. Flex your feet. Sitting up nice and tall, pressing the palms down towards the earth, staff pose. We're going to walk those hands slowly forward, hinging from the hips rather than the waist. So keeping that length in the spine, just gazing forward, keeping the neck neutral. So we're not looking forward, we're not looking down, just out kind of just beyond those toes. And just walk it forward as far as feels good to you. Feel that pull in the hamstrings, that great stretch in that lower back. Now go ahead and just round it over. Let your upper body be heavy. Let gravity take a hold of the upper body. And just notice the stretch. Embrace it. Let yourself sink and surrender in. And then slowly walk your hands back up to sit up nice and tall. Always getting that support if you need it. And breathe. Let's sweep those feet around and come up onto all fours. Slide on back towards the back of your mat and then press your sit bones back. Now walk those hands forward. Oh, and just settle down into child's pose. Knees can be together or apart. Just getting rid of the wiggles. Let yourself settle in. We take a moment with those arms extended. And then we're going to sweep those arms back by our feet. Palms open to the sky. And just let your arms be heavy. And we circle those hands up by those ears and gently press yourself up. Let's walk the hands forward just slightly, coming to a tabletop position. Wrists directly below those shoulders. Core is strong. We take a big breath in and lower the belly down towards the earth as we lift our gaze to the sky. Now this might not be super comfortable for you, so just go to the range that feels okay to you. If it's holding in your tabletop, hold in your tabletop. Otherwise, moving between cat and cow. We inhale it as the belly lowers down towards the earth as we lift our gaze to the sky. And then we exhale, hollowing the tummy and chest, lifting the spine, tucking the chin. Really just doing the best we can to let go of tension and tightness, any restrictions, and promote that independent movement of each vertebra. That's what we're going for. So no pain, no discomfort, as best you can. And let's make this the last cat. And coming back to that neutral spine. Tuck your toes, lift your knees just an inch off of the mat. And then extend those legs, shift your weight back towards your heels. To down dog. And sway your hips side to side. Just as much as feels right to you. Again, promoting that lateral movement, that sway in the hips. That little movement through the lower lumbar region of your spine. Coming back to center. And take the gaze between your hands. Walk your feet in to forward fold. So this is a great way to come into your forward fold rather than doing that swan dive down when you're taking care of your back. Forward fold, another one that is a great stretch for the hamstrings and the lower back. You might notice that your hamstrings are super tight, and that's causing your lower back to be super tight. Breathe. So another one of my favorites, that little series at the beginning that we did in our easy pose with the legs crossed. Hands are there for support, or just bend the elbows and let your arms be heavy. A little shift of your weight forward and back, toes to heels, heels to toes. This forward fold is just letting gravity really do the work for you and let yourself surrender in. Again, you always want to be supported when you come into your forward fold, particularly on those days where your lower back is like, hey, can't handle the load of getting down in. Always support. You can walk your hands down the front of your legs, bending those knees and coming forward. Let's center the weight. And then shift the weight to the heels and slowly begin to bend your knees. Now, if you need a little more space between your feet, create that. We're just going to come forward, and you can be up on your heels. It's fine. I just want you to kind of surrender the tummy and chest towards your thighs. And let your head be heavy and your arms be heavy. Find in your breath, tucking the chin towards the chest. Bring your hands down by your hips and carefully lower yourself down. Let's extend that left leg out. Right foot crosses up and over the left leg, wrapping the crook of that left elbow around the knee. Sit up as tall as you can sit. Place that right hand behind you and prop yourself up. Turning and taking your gaze out over that right arm. So we're really working to keep a length in the spine. Not a ton of weight on that right hand. We're just using it to really lengthen the spine, not to lean back onto. So sit up tall. Use those core muscles. Now, if it feels right to you, you can place that left elbow to the knee and press against the knee for that deeper rotation. You do not need to. I want you to notice, is your chest lifted, or are you hollowing and sinking in? I want you to lift and gaze out beyond that shoulder. So promoting that length in the spine, space between the vertebra, and that rotation through the torso. And a slow release. Extending right leg out, left foot crosses up and over, sit up nice and tall, wrap the crook of that right elbow around the knee. We place that left hand behind us, propping ourselves up as tall as we can sit, and then turn and take your gaze out over that left arm. Breathe, slow, steady breaths. If you like, right elbow to the top of the knee and press against it for that deeper rotation. Again, just really sitting up tall, making sure the breathing is slow and steady, and just checking in. And a gentle release. Drawing one knee and making sure you have room behind you. So slide forward if you need to. Knees come in, hands to your shins, and we're just going to rock it back. Little rocks. Nothing big, just little rocks. And then settle yourself down and pulling the knees in, letting the shoulders be heavy towards the mat. Let's extend those arms out to a T, gently releasing the feet to the mat, feet hip width apart. A little tuck of the pelvis, pressing through the heels, we begin to lift the hips towards the sky. Coming up to our bridge pose. And then slowly, one vertebra at a time, coming back down. We're going to do 3 of those. A gentle release through the pelvis. A re-engagement, tip that pelvis, small of the back presses into the mat. We press through those heels and we peel our spine off the mat, 1 vertebra at a time, up to our bridge pose. And then slowly bring it back down. And release, re-engage, pelvic tilt, and press. And release. We let both knees fall to the left, and we turn our gaze out over that right arm. You might notice a little stretch through the hip flexor on that right leg, into that lower back. We bring it back through center, gazing to the sky, and then we let both knees fall to the right as we turn and take our gaze out over that left arm, and just this really nice stretch in that outer hip on that left side. And back through to center. Extend that left leg out. Right knee comes in, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and pull your leg across your body. And again, turn and take your gaze out over that right arm. Just a little deeper stretch than what we just did with those knees bent, as that left hand guides the knee down. Really working to keep both shoulder blades against the mat. Close your eyes and breathe. And gently release, rolling back to center. Placing that right foot to the mat, go ahead and slide that leg out. Pull the left knee in, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull across. We turn and take our gaze out over that left arm. What do you notice? What do you feel? Hopefully you're feeling a whole lot better. Mobility in the spine, a little less discomfort, a little more freedom to that movement. We're going to do another check-in just a moment. We roll it back to center, pulling that left knee in towards your chest, and then your right. If rocking up is not right for you, find a safe way to come up to a seated position. Otherwise, rock yourself up, and we turn, and once again find easy pose, sitting up nice and tall, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, hands pass through heart center to the floor and walk it out. We're just going to check in. Have you let go of some of that tension and tightness? You can stack your hands, you can stack fists, you can extend those arms out. Just breathe. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. Reach to the sky. Spread your fingers wide, and as you exhale, pull the elbows back and down. Inhale, reach to the sky and release those arms down by your sides. Let's switch so the other leg is in front and check in. Inhale, reach to the sky. Pull the hands through heart center. Walk the hands forward, and again, you can stack the hands, you can stack fists, you can extend those arms. Find what feels right to you. And breathe. We circle those hands back by the hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. Fingers are spread wide. And as you exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Cactus arms. Inhale, reach to the sky. Pull the hands to heart center. Close your eyes for just a moment. Feeling that sense of gratitude. Hopefully feeling a whole lot better. Getting a little sense of gratitude for your whole spine. I thank you for choosing to be here with me, for taking time for yourself to create the best version of yourself. Let's gently open those eyes. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here, for choosing me, for choosing my channel, and allowing me to help you along with this journey. Thanks for joining me on mine. Take care, and until the next time, namaste.